Yo,
What's up?
take two.
Take two. It's Stephanie here.
It's your boy Antoine the Source.
Let's drink to that. Period. Oh, what a good clean.
Brunch edition.
Brunch edition.
You know, we bringing you Sunday vibes.
You know
trying
what?
to start your Sunday vibe.
I love that because Sundays feel clean, like a renew, Granted, the Monday scaries are right behind us, but Sundays means you can drink champagne at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Nobody judges you. It's like a good way to put the bow on top of a good breakfast, a good brunch.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, shit, I've had it with my cereal. Makes the milk taste weird, but
You've had what with your cereal?
a mimosa.
Okay, friend. Let's talk about struggle brunch because what is that? What is Cookie Crisp and
I
mimosa?
had bananas.
What kind of cereal? Because if it was,
Frosted Flakes.
that's a mature breakfast.
When I was in my bachelor phase, I was trying to start my outside Sunday gracefully. You know what I'm
you was
saying?
easing
I
on
ain't
in.
wanna start out with a shot.
So your cereal was like your pregame to brunch.
Yeah, I just had to put something on my stomach.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
And like I ain't feel like cooking. No, I didn't want to had the apartment smelling like breakfast.
I got you. And see, my brunches are different. They're way more elaborate because I like to cook like Lifetime Movie Network is filming. Like I take my leftovers from my refrigerator. I take out the meat from my leftovers. I throw in some breakfast potatoes, you know what I'm saying? Onions, bell peppers. Toast me some sourdough bread with some honey butter. You know what I'm saying? Drizzle. And then I pour my mimosa.
This is the influencer laced brunch, with what's in your refrigerator. That's a real thing.
I know.
They make meals with what's left over.
But I need to do better because I really believe that I need a tripod in my home. Like I would do content amazingly.
So you need a Twitch where people just see you live.
It's Twitch with that Kai Sinat. What is it?
Yeah, he making a real bag off of it. People up in arms because he's doing a 7-day stream of jail, but there's a bunch of influencers and like a few rap artists.
So it's like Scared Straight, but for influencers?
No, it's like they just in there living like
it's a jail simulation.
Yeah, they.
That's crazy.
And so everybody like, why? But the thing about it is, it's like the unfortunate thing of living for content.
No, that's facts.
You kind of run out of ideas. So you always trying to, keep pushing the envelope. So
yeah, keep getting those clicks.
You want to live in the Truman Show. The Truman Show forecasted this.
I'm scared to watch the Truman Show because no, I remember when it was like coming out and it was like fucking, movie trailers and stuff. But it feels too real. Same thing with Black Mirror. I'm afraid to watch it. I've seen 2 episodes. It's too real.
Since we talk about traumatic cinema, I gotta have a brief, interception on like what we consider good black cinema.
Let's talk about it.
One situation.
Okay.
The outlier that when you watch it now, you like it kind of triggers me.
Okay.
Not that I've dealt with it, but it's plagued so many in the black community.
Yeah.
Watching lottery ticket.
I thought you was gonna say fucking Roots, nigga. This
lottery
nigga
ticket.
said.
Lottery ticket triggers me when you watch it. In hindsight,
Tell me what Bow Wow did.
he was plagued with trying to basically make everybody happy around him before the money even hit his hand. It was already being spent for him.
That's true.
Remember Brandon T. Jackson had that monologue on the top of the room?
What a good shout out to you.
Broke. You can help me, man. You got the ticket to my goddamn success in your hand. You know how much pressure that is, bro?
And scene.
He thought he was going to win. I feel like when he came out from that scene, he was like, that might be the one. That might be the one. He got Big Mama House. He booked that one right
I'm
after.
going to say this. Brandon T. Jackson, he really is a great actor. He missed his pocket because he could have been like that token black friend in the white rom-com.
He said he went crazy when they put him in a dress in Big Mama House.
He said
he
that.
He was never the same after that. He was traumatized.
Dang, why would he?
I don't know. I think he was already on the precipice.
I mean, it's not hard to do in that industry, they say.
But going back to lottery tickets, like, that was a traumatic experience, man. They wanted to whoop his ass because they didn't want him to get it.
He was getting chased daily.
He was getting chased daily. Boy couldn't live. Ice Cube had to come and save the day.
Ice Cube, but then Tierra Marie was trying to take over everything he had.
She kind of really, if we being honest, she forecasted the what's going on in the streets these days.
In what way?
Unrealistic expectations hopping from bag to bag. I ain't saying that's the real, but that is what's being perceived on social media.
And it's making it seem like it's easy to do. And let me just say, as a woman with pride, it is very difficult to ask for anything. I don't ask for shit. You know what I'm saying? That when blessings land in my lap, I thank the Lord.
Yeah.
But I don't ask for nothing. So in order to be that type of woman, you know what I'm saying, to go bag from bag or man to man or whatever, it takes a lot of pride, which means, or less pride and more bravery. Man, not afraid to hear the word no.
I ain't gonna lie. It was just so many scenarios that I just saw. I'm just like, watching lottery ticket, I'm like, damn, this shit just pissed me off.
You know what part of the lottery ticket triggers me?
What?
Is Bow Wow, what's his name in the show? Calvin? Calvin.
No.
It's not Calvin?
We keep going.
Okay. So Bow Wow's character, for the record, Bow Wow is one of my favorite actors. He's so good. And rappers. He's so talented. And do-rag designers. But anyway. Kevin. I knew it was a cuh in there. But yeah, he has his, solid friend group. He got Naturi Naughton's character, who's like a rider for him.
She was the day one.
She was the day one. But what does he do? What the fuck does he do? He friend zones the fuck out of her and only comes to her when he gets fucking done in the door by fucking Tierra Marie's fine ass character. It's like niggas always want to like chase after what they think is like the goal, the baddie, which is fine. Because she was bad. That's just call a spade a spade.
That was peak Tierra Marie.
She looked good.
I never would have thought we would have got here. But
so, right. But she looked great, So I get the initial draw. Naturi Naughton's character walking around looking all homely and shit.
Hey, but you know what? She was a product of her circumstances. He could have leveled her up.
No. She was not a product of her circumstances. She was a product of her own choices. Now, these were good choices because her and Tierra Marie was basically neighbors.
The circle this was in. This was, when did Lottery Ticket come out?
Twan. Naturi Naughton.
2010.
What's Naturi Naughton's character name?
Lottery Ticket came out in 2010.
But you can't say it's circumstance when her two girls, Stacy and Tierra Marie living in the same.
Pulled up in the drop top.
She made different choices.
But you don't know what Tierra Marie. You saw what Tierra Marie was trying to do to Bow Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
She was trying to take the rub off.
Because in my mind. Not me to me. Let's talk about the trauma that she's probably experienced. She's a real product of her circumstance.
You sound like a Twitter conversation. God damn, bro, I'm done. This is where I'm about out of these conversations.
I'm just saying, Well, but Bow Wow should have stuck with his home base.
He spent the block.
He spent the block. Ish.
Since we talk about, matter of fact, we had a conversation about spinning the block.
Spin the block twice, like I ain't nowhere to park.
The benefit of recording on Sundays is you get to see the whole week transpire.
That is true. Maybe we should explore something like that.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I was looking on my social media this morning, and I saw, wake up, scroll. I don't know why. That's a goddamn. But just kind of
sick addiction.
Sure the world didn't blow up.
Correct. Because that's how you know.
Why I scroll.
Nah, period.
Twitter is my. I hate to say
first line. It's the news.
It's my goddamn news.
It's the news.
So I go on and I see Janet, my boy JD posted. I ain't say they was living on each other. I ain't putting out false narratives.
Right.
But they was posted. You know what I'm saying?
Posted.
The door's still open to communication. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Communication's still open. Thought it was very grown woman, grown man vibes. And we was having a conversation before we started recording. Like, this is that sweet spot, in your 40s, close to your late 30s. Well, if you still out here philandering. Still finding your way and navigating these streets of dating. Mm-hmm. A lot of times people go to what they know their comfort zone, especially if y'all been communicating, y'all seen the growth in each other.
Right.
We don't understand. People going to therapy now.
People are getting their minds right.
People working on themselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? People getting themselves out of debt. Coming back to you.
Debt free.
I remember we was going stag, but
I I got you.
I got you this time.
I got you.
This decade. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, you know, the potential you thought you had didn't get cashed in until after.
Later.
You know? So I say all this to say, spinning the block is not always a bad thing if you ain't found your person.
I would like to chime in. Obviously,
up?
there's no one else here to do it, but let me chime in because I feel like I'm Little Miss Spin the Block. I think so. You know, a lot of my partners have been partners from the past. I go green. I'm a recycler sometimes for the, you know, economy and the environment. But I do think that spinning the block is something that you should do 40 and after. I don't think that spinning the block in your 30s is brilliant. I just got done with spinning the block, and now he's blocked. I can't control what happens.
Block.
From block to block. Poetry. A haiku. But yeah, I feel like I spent the block before, but there's no such thing as spinning the block prematurely. And when you do that, you fuck up the later block. You can't spin the block thrice. Like, it's just too much spinning.
Yeah, you can't be spinning. The carousel can't keep going.
No,
you know what I'm
like,
saying?
stop.
Ain't gonna lie. Some people, they see people in every phase of their life.
I have.
Can you imagine like dating somebody old and off
For 7 years.
and still having the capacity to be like, we gonna end this thing out together?
This where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm at.
Quit this slim shit. I'm getting on the plane with you. You know.
I'm just like, you know, it's about boundaries. And I feel like right now with certain people, I can't spin the block with you anymore. The block is closed. The road is closed. Detour this way, but don't, you know what I'm saying?
Was there a conversation prior to the blocking, or was it just like he woke up and going green?
Text go green, it hits a little different, don't it? Shout out to Drake. He a prophet. Drake always know. Drake, you always know. There wasn't a conversation prior to the blocking, no. But there was a conversation that was like, listen, several conversations that was like, hey, this right now is a bit shaky. Let's remedy it because after this, there is no more.
How much notice after this conversation did it before it went green?
I would say that there was a conversation. Let's say there was a conversation 8 days ago about, I don't know if I want to I was on the show, remember on the podcast, I told y'all I think it's over, right? I think it's over, but I'm trying to see which way to go. And then he did something that I looked at and I was like, you know what, this might not be husband behavior.
On thin ice, and then you just needed the confirmation.
Yeah, but because you get to a point when you're about to be 35, when you're in your mid 30s, actions that a man take, you look at in a husband lens, in a long-time partner lens.
Right.
And if you're doing things that I can't see myself, because it's like for better for worse, right? Mm-hmm. If I'm looking at you and this is the worst, and I know I can't handle that forever, I got to piece myself out.
Have to avoid adverse situations.
Adverse situations.
Hey, I appreciate you working those situations out without it having some impactful,
right.
Like some impact on your life. You got out of there unscathed.
But then that was why I did it when I did it, because I knew that if I would have continued to go on this dating journey with this person, it would have been really hard for me to get out unscathed.
Yeah, it's been a process. I feel like there's been 6 episodes worth of content, and I appreciate you.
You're welcome. My life is my listens.
I remember when this started, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, shit.
I was excited, too. Honestly, I miss it. It was really fun.
It was a season of the show.
It was.
Feeling very insecure-ish.
I am Issa D. It's just who I am.
Life is alive with Issa, boy.
It's sick.
It's kinda,
and
it's kinda eerie.
There was a point where I had a Lawrence and a Daniel, because I was like, with somebody that was from my past, but also, I don't know, somebody that was just fine as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Brought it out of you.
Yeah.
It's so unfortunately.
Yeah, both of them niggas is gone.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll drink to that.
Hey, you got to dabble with both sides of the pond.
I did. I had me this is a very deep tangent, but for those of you who are from Dallas or from an inner city, I feel like GISD is just a very niche group of people. Mm-hmm. We have certain similarities that no one else can really understand. And one one of the guys from my past earlier in this year. He was a DISD nigga, and he was just so special.
Y'all was representing on that reduced lunch.
Yes. Okay, first of all, I was never reduced lunch.
Well,
I brought my
goddamn it,
lunch.
Shit, you was trying to. I mean, you could have got because reduced. It was free lunch and reduced lunch. Most people got reduced lunch because that was like the sweet spot.
How did you apply for that? Because they kept telling my parents make too much money to do certain things.
Well, that's the thing. That's why they would have put you on reduced lunch if you was a single parent. You see, you was a 2-parent household. You had 2 incomes.
My fucking detriment. You know what? Staying together, parents. Let me tell you the things I've gone through as a result. But keep going.
Like it puts you in a bad spot almost unless your parents really eating. Because it's like you make too much, but goddamn, we got more bills.
But let me just say that the lunch wasn't given.
Oh yeah, like I ain't gonna lie. Reduced lunch came in clutch for me when mom had that little tough pocket. It's like a 4-day window every month.
Okay.
It was like,
okay.
I give you $2 for a drink and a candy.
Got you.
I can't give you 5. You get what I'm
$2 is good because that's chips and drink and maybe a one of the cookies.
This with $3 was goddamn 2 to 3 gallons of gas.
$5 could get you really far in the world.
So you gotta think this is a trip to work.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
nah, for real. Yeah,
I could have gave you the 5 I give you every week. My mom, you see, I ain't gonna lie. I was horrible with money at an early age.
goddamn.
Mom used to give me the good old 20 at the top on Sunday.
You was rich.
I was. But hey, I was a nigga with food stamps when I got that 20.
Dang, yeah.
Let me get that. I wasn't on the dollar menu.
You was getting meals?
I was getting meals. I had the 20.
Rich.
This with the big back meal was $5.99 with a super size.
I remember that. I used to get a McChicken meal.
I was like, let me get apple pie too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you was balling.
You get what I'm saying?
You was balling.
You know it, you got $3 on Wednesday that you got to stretch.
So you knew what paycheck to paycheck was at an early age.
They had me. That's when you gotta go and start playing dimes or quarters. Or
See, the girls weren't doing that.
You gonna turn that 3 into 10.
Now she was already investing.
Make it to the weekend. I just need to get to the weekend. Because if I ask her for some money, she gonna punch my ass.
Not the original Invest Fest. Go ahead.
Hey man, living in a single parent household prepares you for financial literacy early on.
I would say I can see that, and I don't like. I used to think like, oh, I want my partner to be from a 2-parent household as well. Now it's kind of like I'm indifferent. It'd be nice, I guess, so we can both,
You get different survival skills.
But my parents' structure is my mom comes from a 2-parent background, and my dad is a single parent household with 5 siblings, and he's the oldest.
Yeah.
So I think that his survival skills and the way he grew up was good for her and created balanced children.
Yeah.
Because look at me. I'm amazing.
I ain't gonna lie because, you get responsibility early.
At a single parent household?
Like, especially being the oldest.
Yeah, that's true.
My brother was cooking full breakfasts before we hit the double digits.
My daddy was cooking breakfast for his siblings and his mom.
It was like, cause mama get out on the summer, she gotta leave, and so then she want to work overtime. She can't start dinner, so I like put the meat out.
Got to put the meat out.
Throw it out. She go write it on the envelope before she leave.
Yes.
Take the meat out.
I used to always forget that.
Them envelope notes was our first text messages. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like,
that is so true.
Did you get an envelope note that sometimes pissed you off because like they didn't got a call from the
See, my envelope notes was always church envelopes for the record. But there were jokes.
Mine's on the back of bills. Just whatever bill.
Bill notes. Yeah. But no, I feel like the envelope notes for us was just jokes. My mama would write jokes in church. And so it was always like her making fun of something in church. And she would like pass notes in church to us. But for the take out the meat, she would call the house phone and tell us, take that meat out. And it's like, all right, cool. And I'm finished watching Dexter's Laboratory. And it's over for her. There's no meat out.
I hate to go to the side because we're supposed to be getting to another topic. But do you remember when Call ID hit the streets?
Yes, MCI.
Do you understand how much easier that made everybody's life?
Nah, for real. Do you remember? Let's go back further. Do you remember when area codes were introduced?
Oh my gosh.
There were not always no 214.
Hey, 713 was the stamp of that. That was the stamp in Houston.
214 is the stamp of Dallas.
Then them 469 start coming.
972s, DeSoto, they kicked it off with the 972s.
What is 832? You know what I'm saying? I am an 832 baby.
You are okay.
I've been having the same number since 11th grade.
I've been 214 for all my life.
I ain't gonna lie, I said somebody. That's how I know I ain't got no kids out there. I've been having the same number since 11th grade.
And ain't nobody called
They
you.
would have found me by now. Like, that's
Ain't
why I
nobody
kinda
called
like,
you.
That's why I'm sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I feel you.
I ain't hard to find.
Congratulations.
You know what? Shout out to Dion. But yeah, I ain't hard to find. Like, but no. So I was saying that about Call ID helping the world because we used to have a system when I was at home with my mom. Had us at home but too early.
Yeah.
So I was staying at home by myself.
Phone rings.
By 9. So my mom was like, I'm going to call back to back. If I call back to back, that's me.
That's a safety system.
Like, that's
I love that.
Because she don't want nobody to call my grandma. Where your mama at? You freeze up.
No.
Your mama gave you a whole script.
That makes sense.
Your mama gave you a whole script. Oh, my mama went to the stove.
That makes sense.
My mama, my grandma was like, how long she been gone?
I
Like,
don't know.
Because
Because your mom is young at this point, so your granny is really checking for her.
Yeah, my mama had been 16, so hey, she's 24. She's still outside. You get
She's
what I'm saying?
outside.
Like she's spinning corners.
Not spinning corners.
So, Hot Pocket saved me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but Hot Pockets are a danger.
Well, back then it was.
They were so hot.
Hey, I didn't have some goddamn raw ass move from rooftops in my mouth.
Bro.
Thanks to the goddamn.
It's either too frozen in the middle or piping hot.
See, this is why you gotta gash it. As soon as you take it out, you gotta let it, cause y'all be trying to eat it with the pocket, and so the heat just circulates
all up in there.
You gotta put some slices in there. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, to like
And
let
then
the circumvent. I think the word is circumvent.
Let the
yes.
heat, get out of there. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
and escape
This is when
instead
you
of being
find
trapped
out
in a
who's paying
pocket.
attention. You get what
But
I'm
see, but is it on the instructions?
Heat has to rise, but if it don't have nowhere
This
to
nigga
rise,
think he a fucking Bill Nye the Science guy.
It's gonna find something up top, and it's gonna be the roof of your mouth.
For real,
Like,
it's like a heat explosion.
so you know what I'm saying? You gotta let it sit, slit open for about 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Then do the. But you gotta
Yeah.
blow on every bite.
I'm getting triggered. This is unlocking a core memory.
The key to eating the
yeah.
Hot Pocket is you gotta blow every 3 to 5 bites. What I mean by that is the first 3 to 5 bites, all of them gotta be, before you put it in your mouth, you gotta blow it.
I have a new remedy for Hot Pockets. You cook it the way you cook it, and then you just you slice it into slices. That way, it's all open.
You're doing the same shit I've been annoyed with people when it come to dating them. You acting brand new.
What are you talking about?
When we start slicing,
I mean, it's
start
a
eating
cautionary
piece of
measure.
pockets
It's
with
a
a
cautionary
fork.
measure.
I feel like this is why I'm irritated with us as people. We're losing the recipes.
You want us to burn ourselves?
When we start eating Hot Pockets with forks.
Would our roofs of our mouths start burning?
I'm sorry. We used to thug it out. Now y'all too good.
Because we don't have to anymore.
Yeah,
Modern
man.
technology has
what?
helped us.
Sounds like a Twitter conversation. You know what I'm saying? One that kind of like has sparked a lot of debates.
Like what?
Goddamn Cheesecake winning. Free marketing.
Cheesecake Factory.
They marketing department is like going up, trying to
catch up. They're trying to catch
Black
up.
Twitter gave us one. They threw us a lie.
They threw us a lot. What are we gonna do with
Black
it?
Twitter is like the Drake feature.
What do? Nah, for
If
real.
we being honest,
That's true.
Black Twitter is like a Drake feature. It's gonna put you on. What do you do with it?
That's on you?
Will you Black Boy JB this?
Listen,
Or will you Lil Durk it?
which one are you gonna do?
Because-
Take it and run?
Or will you just flounder and just let it pass you by?
Drake, he's so eloquent. He said, I hopped on your feature, make the label think they need you. For real. It's exactly what you're saying.
Cheesecake Factory just was a go-to for the Middle Eastern, the Asians, and the white families. This was their go-to.
Can we pause there? When was your first introduction to the Cheesecake Factory?
High school, birthday meals.
Okay.
My mom used to, She used to ball out for us.
Right, because it was a ball out.
Yeah,
Cheesecake Factory was associated with
Cheesecake
balling
Factory
out.
was a ball out, you know, circa 2002 to 2010.
Yeah.
You know, the nigga took you to the Cheesecake Factory.
Ballin'.
That's a payday day.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Like,
My first introduction to the Cheesecake Factory was 5th grade, 1999. But my 6th grade graduation dinner, my aunts, my uncles, my mom, my dad, we had a long ass table of people at the Cheesecake Factory. And I remember my friends being so jealous.
you gotta think when you walked into the Cheesecake Factory back in the day, and these extravagant decorations, the light fixtures.
It's all dim.
You know, it looked like a goddamn New Jack City scene.
It was beautiful.
Like, it was like, damn, this is what I deserve.
Yes, I felt so. It used to be a flex to say.
Succulent cheesecakes to the left when you walk.
Oh, when you first walk in, it's like the hostess stand and all these cheesecakes.
Raspberry lemonade hitting.
Then they introduced red velvet cheesecake. When that dropped,
y'all not about to act brand new with cheesecake. You get what I'm saying?
but no, Twan. I don't think that's what's happening.
No, but still, can we give cheesecake its flowers before we
Insert
start
applause
giving
button, yes.
Also, it carried us. In college, you took the Cheesecake Factory. That was a goddamn fine cuisine. So I get how some people holding on to the nostalgia of Cheesecake Factory.
Shout out to my best friend, Jeremy. Real quick, Jeremy Hills, my dog, my bestie, my brother. And not in the weird way, but my real brother. When we was in college, Jeremy seemed like the richest football player in the world to me. And that was my dog, right? So when we would ball, he'd be like, bro, you want to get something to eat? I'd be like, yeah. So we would leave campus, hop in his Charger. He had a Charger with some black rims. We would hop in his Charger, and he would drive us to the Cheesecake Factory at Barton Creek Mall in Austin, Texas. And he put me on to the Louisiana chicken pasta, and I ain't never looked back.
That was a go-to.
It's so good.
That was a go-to. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I understand the grievances on both sides.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, first of all, I think what made a lot of people upset on the opposite gender, you know, women, is they felt as though those go-to spots meant like this was just some fly at the moment, what you doing type, no planning, no dating effort has been put in. Mm-hmm. So I feel as though Cheesecake Factory and a lot of those things on the list are things you've done after you've had some type of experience to understand if y'all really want to start dating.
Okay, yeah.
The reason I say that is there's a lot of interactive things you can do. Mm-hmm. I feel like bowling. It was some slugs that got hit.
Don't take me bowling.
Everybody can't go bowling, but some people like it.
And that's fine.
So
that's fine.
But I was just saying, like some of those places on there, I get. But I feel as though what's happening right now is everybody's trying to romanticize what they see in front of them. Because we're in the highlight era.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like you see a goddamn TikTok video of a chick go get ready with me on my surprise date. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With a nigga she been dating 3 years.
Right.
So you just looking at the experience,
right?
Not the timetable.
Hello.
You don't know what is cutting.
Facts.
What brought her to having this candlelight dinner on the top of her
exactly. What she done been through to get there.
What she done been through to get here. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
She probably done swung heels at frat parties.
And God forbid.
Like, she probably did all type of stuff. I ain't saying you got to go through struggle, but what I'm saying is we can't look at the highlights of what we've seen and be like, I deserve this, you know? And so I'm saying, like, and even on men, like, men be wanting a chick cooking for them when they wake up in goddamn Calvin Klein booty shorts and shit so they can smack them on their ass. But this woman being kept, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, she
Yes.
ain't got a care in the world. She don't know what work is.
If I'm kept, you won't hear a peep out of me.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sorry.
Like,
I don't have anything to contribute.
They see the videos of the woman making this man this 3-layered box of lunch and be like, I deserve this.
It's like,
That
nigga.
man, she probably don't even know what a bill look like.
Exactly.
You
Who is
know,
Bill?
Who is Bill? You know what I'm saying? Only Bill I know is Cosby.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But-
so I say all that to say, we can't look at highlight era and be like, I deserve that. If you ain't put in your side of the effort.
I do agree with that. But I think with the Cheesecake Factory conversation, like, I feel differently all around. I don't feel like on one side or the other. I feel like, first of all, before we start talking about what restaurants are deemed worthy enough for a first date, I want to talk about what is the purpose of a first date to people? Because I think that is different. Some people think that a first date is like just to get to know you. But like, did we not have conversation via text and on the phone to get to know each other before this moment? And that's why niggas is like, we can go on a coffee date. It's like, nigga, yeah, we can. Like, we can go, but quit throwing date in front of it or behind it. It's not a date,
That's
nigga.
a meetup.
It's
So
a
There's
meetup.
certain segments of those on that list that are more of meetup situations.
True. And I think, though, like, I look at a first date as like, we've been having some type of good conversation on the front end in some regard, and you want to be impressive, but also get to know me deeper. And there are some niggas that's not trying to be impressive. They just kind of want to do whatever. And if your goal is to be impressive on the first date, if your goal is to be impressive, and Cheesecake Factory is where you take me, it's kind of like, is that what you think is impressive? Or do you think that's what would impress me?
There's certain sweet spots you can introduce shit like that, but you got to make it an experience.
Correct.
Like, first you got to be like, okay, I'm going to take you to a laser tag, goddamn. But I'm just saying, you got you, it's like, we going to make it a whole, like say y'all been talking and she's like, I've just been stressed with work.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I've been going through it.
Boss on my nerves.
I'm going to take you back to childhood. We done talked about the nostalgia of just having the
Yep.
fuck you era of our lives.
Yep,
I'm
exactly.
going to take you back to the fuck you era of our lives. We're going to the main event. We're going to play some video games. We're gonna drink Long Island iced teas. I'm dressing the experience up.
Correct.
Like, I done told you on Wednesday, I'm gonna make you go back in time and just have bring your Chuck side or bring your Air Forces out. I want you to be able to just come and just let your hair down. I want to see you in your natural glow.
Yep.
You see how I done dressed up?
You curated that shit, friend.
I done spent $120 on this date, but you was like, this nigga put in so much dog.
But is that a first date?
This is a second date.
I think that's how you keep a bitch around. I mean, a woman around.
The first date, you know, I feel as though it's just one of those things where, okay, a good first date to me is taking her to a little cafe that like this.
Give me an example. We in Dallas, Texas, for the record, listeners and watchers. We in Dallas. What is the first date to you?
Seasons by the Sea at 7:00, and then we go listen to some music.
I love that. It's a twofer, a two-part.
It ain't a lot of dudes being like, oh, I didn't look. Dudes ain't going to Seasons by the Sea.
Yeah. I think first dates for me, I went on a first date one time to Cheddar's. And it's because I tweeted, dang, I love Cheddar so much. It's been a long time since I went.
Them is goddamn alley-oops for niggas. When you answer those responses, I've been there once in my life where somebody have a low-hanging fruit.
Yep.
Like, I just need a nigga to just boop. The first nigga to get into the DM with something cute saying,
He killed it.
Damn, you know, I fell into a Black Mirror experience because I saw somebody that was like, damn, that's how I found out about the goddamn the 3D going
What?
on, not on the 3D going on those
The VR days.
the VR days.
Yeah, okay.
Because of some Black Mirror stuff, boom, somebody had said it, and it was like, God damn, that's a cool ass day.
Yeah.
Shit, I want to go too.
Yeah.
It was a day. It didn't go nowhere, but
the thought was there.
The thought was there.
Yeah.
And so when you said that, and he came up for the Cheddars, boom, clutch.
And I thought it was beautiful. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, because I love Cheddars. Who doesn't? Be for real. Like the broccoli cheese casserole and the croissants alone. Let's not talk about the salmon Caesar salad pasta, okay? But I tweeted about it, and he texted me and was like, I don't know what you're doing this weekend, but like I'm taking you to Cheddar's.
No, it wasn't the cheddar. It was the assertiveness.
It was the assertiveness and that you listen or you paying attention to what I tweet. Because I tweet about, honestly, if a man ever wants to date me, the formula is in my tweets. Facts.
Damn, so you giving out the jewels.
I do, because I never want a nigga to be like, you ain't say shit. It's like, nigga, I tweeted it, though.
You did tweet Cheesecake Factory. You've been screaming, hey, low-hanging fruit's a lie.
I mean, it's just like there. It's like, because why make it difficult? Like, I like Cheesecake Factory. I like crab legs.
But now, the thing about it is this. A lot of times, most times, that offering is coming from somebody you don't really like.
That is the fucking shit. Like, I'll tweet, I really am craving Cheesecake Factory. And the nigga who just is hard-eyeing the fuck out of my DMs, right? And all I'm doing is just hearting it to be nice.
To himself in your DMs.
Exactly.
Oh.
He's like, well, what you want to go? It's like, nigga, yeah, I want to go. Just not with your ass. Ugh.
Leaving them on scene.
I have to. You have to be like that these days.
The thing about it is this. That's another thing that comes from that list. I think, first of all, that list came from dudes.
It looked like a Facebook background.
That was a list that the original author was a guy, and basically it was like mocking what women portray on social media in his eyes.
Well,
that started the conversation, and I said to myself, though, I've had dates with people just sitting in the car smoking and chopping it up.
Me too.
And we vibe till 4 in the morning.
I'm done.
It's like, if they like you and like your company, you get way more bandwidth and way more grace than somebody who like, do I? Can I?
Should I?
Should I? Those conversations.
Yeah.
I need you to blow my socks off.
But I think what's happened in my life and probably what's happened in a lot of women's lives, which is why they're vocalizing, expecting more, is that the niggas who you give, like, for example, we could take the Cheddar's nigga, my Cheddar's nigga. He ain't mine no more, but he took me to Cheddar's. I thought it was dope. He paid attention to my Twitter. Great, right? Then we went to like a little hookah, another time. We went to a hookah lounge or whatever. And we was making out in that place. I mean, it was so fucking amazing. Like, they was playing R&B. We had a hookah. We was BYOB. So I had brought like drinks and stuff. And that was like, you know, whatever. And that was really nice. And then we went to the Trinity Overlook. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a Dallas staple.
You know, we was two Dallas niggas, DISD kids, you know? So we went to the Trinity Overlook, did a couple things, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we stayed up talking till 4 a.m. But then it's like small stuff that goes along with that. Like, he didn't make sure I got home safe. We keeping the car running during the Trinity Overlook thing. My gas hand is getting low. You know what I'm saying?
You know, can you put in?
It's like different small things like that. Those things, I don't see you taking care of me in certain ways. So it's kind of like, wow, I can be, not low expectations, but I can be like casual. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to dating experiences, as long as they're niche and unique. But in other areas, you got to step up to the plate.
You spoke on something like that. And we kind of talked about this off air when we kind of discussed about like age.
Yeah.
And dating.
Yeah.
In different realms. The reason I say that is I've noticed that, especially women seem to age more gracefully than men these days. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of women are invested in themselves.
Yeah, we got all types of appointments.
Exactly. So with that, I've seen the women that get into their late 30s, early 40s, they have a tendency to date younger or give men that are younger an opportunity. Okay. And I understand it more now than ever. The reason I say that is, as adults, as we age, we get stuck in our ways. You know, an older person get to the point where they say what the fuck comes to their mind. What I say goes. I don't like radical change. You know, you being stringent. You get what I'm saying?
Doing the most.
Yes. So imagine trying to be an ideal mate for if you in your 40s just meeting somebody that's also in their 40s in the same age as a man. Mm-hmm. And it's like trying to find that balance of power. Because I've lived and taken care of myself and got myself here successfully. And now I'm supposed to just buck the entire system. So you have to kind of align more when you're older dating.
Yeah.
And I say that so you kind of tend to like give yourself people who aren't as stuck in their ways, who are open to experiences, and also just somebody you feel as though I can live with.
Yeah.
And I say that because men get cranky earlier in life than women.
What you mean? Like things get on y'all's nerves?
Yes. Like our patience subsides early in life than women in my eyes.
Okay.
Because as men, we've dealt with so much goddamn, like, you know what? I didn't have to kind of do it this way. Then when you get to a certain age in life, you feel like I got some bass, I got some authority in my voice.
Yeah.
And so you almost feel like if I don't want to go, I ain't gonna go.
Yeah.
You know a lot of cranky old black men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think though, I don't disagree, but I do think that women get cranky more, but we have the couth not to vocalize it every time. And I don't think that we have the privilege of announcing it every time something we feel like impatient about something or we feel cranky about something, because